Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and yes, I know I haven't uploaded in a short while, and the main reason is I've just been full-time in my skin clinic in Wolverhampton. Obviously lockdown measures have been lifted, yay, so we've been able to go back full force, full-time. All the team are reunited. It's been fabulous. Been seeing all of our clients, getting everybody back on track, but I promise I'm back to it now. So if you have subscribed, expect to see weekly videos from me again. Also, if you notice I'm talking a little bit funny, then it's because I've started Invisalign treatment. I'm about nearly 2 weeks in now. It's going really well. I think I'm doing okay with the list, but bear with me. But yeah, that's what's going on with that. So anyway, as you can see from the title of this video, I'm going to be talking to you today all about skin purging, because if there's one thing that can be guaranteed when starting a new skincare routine, it's skin purging. And sometimes it's something that you just can't run away from, but it's totally normal. And I'm here today to normalise it and give you a really positive outlook on it, because skin purging actually reflects your skincare routine working for you. So in today's video, I'm going to be delving into what skin purging is, how best to manage it, and also discuss with you some of my clients' success stories as to how we've worked together to manage it effectively. If we haven't met already, my name's Belle Bourne. I'm a skin professional and skin clinic owner based here in the UK, and I help people achieve healthy skin at any age. And I do that by advising people on the correct treatments and products for their concerns, with this channel being a place where I can share some of my knowledge with you. So if that sounds like content that's up your street, then hit the subscribe button below. Okay, so firstly, let's talk about what skin purging is and why it happens. So in really simple terms, skin purging is actually a positive reaction to a new skincare routine. And what happens when you incorporate certain actives into a routine is it causes a mass cell renewal. So what that means is it brings brand new skin cells to the surface, but along with those skin cells can sometimes come dormant bacteria. And that is what is called a skin purge. And when I use the term dormant, that means bacteria that's just been laying around, lazing about, having a good time in your skin layers. And when you use an active, it brings it up to the surface. Effectively, the new skin cells are like, come on, off you go, right to the surface. I want to get out. So that bacteria's obviously got to come with it. But skin purging only really does happen when certain actives are used. So for example, lactic acid, glycolic acid, salicylic acid, higher grade L-ascorbic acids, retinoids, exfoliants, anything that's going to stimulate a cell renewal response. If you're using slightly more milder products with no active ingredients in, then you might not notice a skin purge, so it's definitely more apparent with the higher grade actives. And at this stage, it's really important to tell you that it's totally normal if you do experience a skin purge. And honestly, I think that it is something that puts people off, because I think people automatically think, oh my gosh, my skin's reacting, my skin doesn't like these products. But hopefully with my hub of videos that I'm going to be providing you guys, you know, over the forthcoming months, years, let's hope, then hopefully you'll be able to gain some good education on skincare. And, you know, if you want to reach out to me, then that's what the virtual consultation option is for too. And I'll pop that link below. And on that topic, it's been so great to speak to so many new people already in response to my videos. So thank you very much if you have got in touch. I have really enjoyed meeting you. Anyway, I do like to waffle, I do like to digress, so let's bring it back to the video. So yeah, skin purging is normal. Please remember that. So if it does happen to you, just remember to normalise it, and remember it's a positive reaction to a new skincare routine. And I'd probably go as far as saying that if you have incorporated active ingredients into your routine, like salicylic, benzoyl peroxide, glycolic acid, all what we mentioned before, and you're not seeing any changes, it is kind of cause for concern really, because if the actives are making cellular adjustments and pH changes, you will know about it. Your skin will speak to you. So if that's not happening, maybe just revisit the products that you have invested in and maybe just get a little bit of extra advice. And I'd probably finish off by saying as well, skin purging is obviously happening when actives are used, but it tends to be when you're treating a concern. If you're watching this video and you're thinking, well, I've changed my products recently and I haven't had a skin purge, that's fine. That's not a bad thing. But I'd say if you're treating an active concern like acne, pigmentation, aging, then you want products and ingredients that are making cellular changes. If that's not happening and you just want to obviously have a healthy skin maintenance program, then maybe you won't notice a purge. But my point is, if you're treating a concern, you want to see a change. Okay, so far we've talked about actives that can cause a skin purge. So now let's talk about a skin purge versus a skin reaction, because it's really important to actually understand if it is a skin reaction rather than if it is a skin purge. And unless you know what you're looking for, this probably could be quite confusing. So I'm going to really try and simplify it. So a skin purge is when you get breakouts in the same areas that you normally get breakouts. However, obviously, because of the active ingredients that you're using, all of those breakouts and dormant bacteria are coming out of the skin at once. So it seems a lot more. It's normally teamed with the normal amount of redness that you would get when you normally get a breakout. So that's a typical skin purge. Now, a skin reaction tends to be when the skin is slightly more irritated, sensitive, and almost coming out in like a rash formation. If this is the case, and if this is what you're noticing, then this could possibly be a reaction to a product that you're using. So hopefully that helps you to distinguish between the two. And if you do experience a skin reaction, then I would definitely recommend that you stop using that product with immediate effect, most definitely. However, with skin reactions, you can be quite pragmatic as to avoid them. I mean, if you obviously know your skincare, your skin history, your allergies, then you can pinpoint products that you already know that may not work with your skin very much. However, skin reactions do tend to be more rare, so it's not really something that you should experience. So you've invested into your skincare routine, I hope after a consultation with a professional, and you've got your bag of goodies, you've taken it home, you've done your routine for a few days, and you're nervously sitting there wondering, looking in the mirror every 30 seconds when your skin is going to purge. So let me try and explain that. Basically, when your skin purges is in line with your cell renewal. So with a younger skin, it's around about every 4 weeks, and with a slightly more mature skin, it's around about every 6 weeks. And normally with pretty much all of the clients that I see, it tends to surface, I'd say, between 1 to 3 weeks, depending on the strength of the actives that you've incorporated into your routine. However, it does dissipate quite quickly, pretty much as quickly as it comes up. So I'd say you'd purge for about 1 to 3 weeks, and then that would gradually, die down, dissipate over the next 2 to 3 weeks. With it always being temporary, that's a really important thing to note. Skin purging will be temporary. The only time that skin purging won't be temporary is if you're always incorporating higher grade actives throughout your routine. So for example, if you're using some AHAs and then you incorporate a BHA and then a retinoid, for example, then naturally your skin's going to keep purging because you're stimulating that cell renewal over and over again rather than it regulating itself out. But most of the time, unless that's happening, it will be a temporary measure. So I bet there's still one question in your mind that I haven't answered. And I bet you that question is, can you avoid skin purging? So in a really simple term, yes, you can avoid it from happening. And you can avoid it from happening by simply never using actives in your routine. And that's not a bad thing, because some people either don't want to up their skincare routine, they don't need to, they don't have an active concern that they want to work on, or they simply just want to continue to treat the skin topically, which is fine. But obviously it's important to note then that the skin, without making the cellular changes with things like actives incorporated into a routine, structural changes won't be made either. So the results can possibly be hindered and they can't be accelerated as much as they could be. But rather than talking about that, let's talk now about how to manage skin purging. Let's champion skin purging, and let's discuss some ways as to how you can make it fit into your lifestyle a little bit better. Okay, so if you are a little bit wary of skin purging, one of the best things you can do is incorporate your actives really slowly. So based on your skin concern and how you're treating it, you can have a conversation with your skincare professional, tell them your worries, and they can put you on a really gradual protocol of your actives. However, if this is the case, just bear in mind that that may take you a little bit longer to get to your goal. But really super important to do that if you are worried, because you'd rather go on some better actives, incorporate them slower, than go on some actives that are slightly less aggressive, because you still want your results to be maximised, but obviously you want it to suit your lifestyle a little bit more. So that's my first tip. My second tip would actually be incorporate an exfoliant. So not necessarily a scrub. I'd probably say something like an exfoliating device. I'll leave a link to one that I recommend in the description box below. Or an exfoliating mask, because when skin purging happens, obviously it's bringing dormant bacteria to the surface as well as dead skin cells. So you want to actually remove those, because if they're still there, no further skin cells will be able to come to the surface. So an exfoliating mask, something with enzymes in it, can be really great to incorporate possibly once a week. Or like I say, an exfoliating device can also be good to incorporate once a week, and that will just help get rid of that dead skin cell barrier to allow new skin to come to the surface and obviously deeply cleanse the skin week by week. And specifically with that step, I have noticed immediate improvement for my clients who have come to me who have been purging. Obviously they've been worried, and by making that recommendation to them, either with an exfoliating device or with an exfoliating mask, straight away their skin's picked up, straight away it's got rid of that dead skin cell build up barrier that's there, and it's really showcased a visible improvement. So I'd say those are the two main tips that I'd give. So to recap, incorporate your actives slowly if you are slightly worrying about skin purging, or incorporate an exfoliant to help to manage the process a little bit better. Those will definitely be good for you if you feel like you need to turn to them. But the other three things that I need to mention are: have patience, stay calm, and be consistent. So patience is a virtue, like they say. Skincare and skin results don't happen overnight. You have to be patient. If you're seeing results with your skincare overnight, then I can absolutely guarantee to you that it's working topically only. For structural and cellular changes to happen in your skincare routine, it takes time. It works with your cell renewal, so please be patient. Always make sure that you stay calm when skin purging happens, because it's normal. Remember, it represents a positive reaction in your skincare routine. And the third thing is to stay consistent. So what you don't want to do is, when skin purging happens, is to stop using your actives, because that could actually have a detrimental effect and further imbalance your pH. So stick with it, stay consistent. And of course, the right way to do skincare is to always have support from a skincare professional, because any questions that you have along your skin journey can be directed to them. So they can help you, they can fine-tune your treatment program and help to maximize your results to the best possible outcome. So I really hope you enjoyed that video today, and I hope it reassured you and answered some questions that you may have had about skin purging. Remember to leave me a comment below if you've got any questions. I'll be sure to get back to you. And whilst you're down there, give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and remember to subscribe to the channel. I would love to bring more of you on board. Join me in my video next week, where I'll be talking to you all about sensitive skin and showing you some fantastic before and after client results that I've achieved from both treatment options and home product options. I look forward to seeing you then. Have a great week.